Alright, so what's up, y'all? We back with another one. So look, I didn't get to finish my last video, right? We were talking about that Canelo and Munguia fight, and it's tripped out, bro. I did go back and I watched the whole fight, bro. I did watch the whole fight, and it was a good fight. We gotta give props to Munguia for doing this thing, man. Munguia, he even though he was outclassed, he was out leveled. He should have never been in there in the first place. Um, he showed hella heart, bro. This guy came, he made a fight out of it, and he made an entertaining fight. And at least this time, the fans, they got something out of the fight, bro. Some kind of entertainment and shit. But big props to Jaime Munguia and Canelo, of course, too. Canelo, he made a good fight out of it. Canelo looked good in that fight. He looked good fighting that quality of an opponent. Of course, bro, this is what I had told y'all, that Canelo was gonna outclass Munguia, and that's pretty much what happened and shit, right? Now, the latest thing that I'm hearing, and it's pretty crazy, right? Is people talking that Canelo carried Munguia and shit, Do I think that Canelo carried Munguia, bro? I have no fucking idea, man, but think about what you guys are saying when you guys come on and say this shit, right? You guys are saying in a fight of this magnitude, where all the belts are on the line, you guys are saying that Canelo carried Munguia. What does that say about the fight in the first place, bro? Does that say that that you guys are admitting that Munguia should have never been in there in the first place? That Canelo was levels above Munguia? That this was a cherry-picked fight? You know what I'm saying? Think about if Canelo would have chose Benavidez to fight, or if Canelo would have chose somebody like Morrell to fight. Do you guys think you guys would be saying these days that Canelo carried Benavidez or Canelo carried Morrell? Do you guys think you guys would be talking that shit if he would have fought one of those guys? Of course not, bro. But the fact that you guys are out here saying that Canelo had to carry Munguia, I mean, you guys just don't see it, bro. But you guys are pretty much just admitting, you guys are agreeing with everything that I've been saying, bro. You guys just can't see it though. But you guys pretty much, that's what y'all are doing, right? By saying this new thing that Canelo had to carry Munguia. Me personally, bro, I don't think Canelo carried Munguia. I think that's just a new narrative that people might be trying to push. I don't know why. I think people are trying to push this narrative so they could say like that's the reason why Canelo couldn't stop him or knock him out. But they don't see the damage that they're doing by saying this type of shit too, bro. See, this is what y'all don't see. Canelo, don't get me wrong, bro. Canelo fought a good fight, bro. He looked good, of course, but that's because of the level of opposition that was in front of him. I mean, in this fight, you know what surprised me about Canelo in this fight was his stamina. The stamina that he showed in this fight surprised me, bro, because we see Canelo get gassed and shit, right? Or we're used to seeing Canelo get gassed in his other fights. But in this fight, he ain't look gassed to me, bro. I don't know if he did something different in his training camp or something, or it could have just been the level of opposition that was in front of him. He just ain't have that. I don't know, right? He probably just didn't gas out because of that, because he didn't really have somebody putting that pressure on him, or I don't know, or maybe something in his training camp, maybe something that he did different. But Canelo looked good on that part, bro. That's the main thing that I took away from that, is that Canelo didn't gas out in this fight. But yeah, moving forward, bro, I think what I think is the best thing for us that we could do, bro, at this point, is to stop grouping Canelo and Benavidez together, man. I think from here on out, bro, when we talk about Benavidez, we should mention him with names like Bivol, Beterbiev, Morrell and shit, right? We'll throw him in that group. And when it comes to Canelo, like, we could just mention him with like the Charlos or the Berlangas of the world and shit, right? Because I think, well, you know what? Charlo they just stripped him and shit. And I guess they caught him drinking, driving, fleeing. I don't know, right? Fleeing from an officer, all kinds of charges that they put on him. So hopefully Charlo is finally out of the picture for Canelo, bro, because of this, But I think Canelo's next fight is gonna be Berlanga, Berlanga's out here. He's been out here. I don't know what to call it, right? I don't know if he's repping the Mexican culture all of a sudden, or if he's kissing Canelo's ass by doing all this Mexican shit. I really don't know what he's doing, but he looks like a clown too, bro. And that's probably gonna be Canelo's next fight in September. Is probably gonna be Berlanga, and then after that, there's talks that he might take on Crawford, right? I guess Turkey Al Sheikh, he's trying to make that shit happen for December. So we'll see, man. If Canelo takes on Crawford, I think people think that Crawford will beat Canelo, but I doubt it, bro. He's moving up 2 weight classes, I think, 2 or 3 weight classes. And Crawford is a hell of a fighter, don't get me wrong, but the weight difference is just it's gonna be the difference maker, right? It would be a good fight though. If that fight happens, bro, I ain't gonna be out here like saying that that's a bad fight. I think it'll be a decent fight. I think Crawford, he's not gonna come in to lay down, that's for sure. He'll come in there trying to win, so it should make it an entertaining fight. But yeah, as far as the Benavidez and Canelo fight, that shit ain't happening this year. That shit probably ain't happening next year. I think at this point, bro, we could just scratch that shit from the list. It's pretty much official now, bro. Like, Canelo ducked David Benavidez, bro. Let's not say Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. I think now we could say that it's clear that Canelo ducked Benavidez. And I think as far as Benavidez, I think Benavidez is gonna start cementing his legacy towards the end of this year and next year. I think next year is gonna be Benavidez' year, bro. This is where he's really gonna start getting the fights that he deserves. Start winning some of these belts, and he's really gonna put the boxing world on notice and shit. Because he hasn't, it's funny to me how people, they like to make that argument like, oh, what has Benavidez done? What has Benavidez done? But again, bro, it's like, what can he do? What can he do when the guy that's holding all the belts won't give him his shot? It's tripped out to me how people can't see this shit, bro. He's been the mandatory for about 2 to 3 years now. And yes, he has been the mandatory, bro. I know people run with this new narrative talking about he never activated his mandatory and they just made him the mandatory in, what was it, March or April or some shit? When those are lies, bro. He's been the mandatory. I got clips, I got videos of this shit on my channel. After the Caleb Plant, he was the mandatory already way back then. But they just keep dragging this shit out. Y'all know what time it is, bro. I ain't gotta keep explaining this shit. But people want to run with this new narrative that he never activated his mandatory when it's just corruption at the end of the day, lies and shit. But what can Benavidez really do to cement his legacy when the guy that's got all the belts won't give him his shot that he so rightfully earned, but I think next year is when Benavidez moving up to 175. There's nobody there that can hold him from getting those fights, bro. There's nobody at 175 that has the luxury like Canelo to do whatever they want, right? So they have to fight up there. So next year we're probably gonna see Benavidez take on the winner. Well, now it's gonna be better Bivol versus, I forgot who they said was the replacement, right? So hopefully Benavidez gets the shot at Bivol, because Bivol is probably gonna win. And that's going to be a hell of a fight, bro. Benavidez and Bivol. Maybe they can make that by the end of this year. That shit will be dope as hell. And then probably next year, we'll probably get Benavidez and Morrell. Maybe Benavidez and Beterbiev. Those fights are some great fights and shit, But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this shit, bro. I got a lot of comments on these videos. Probably my next video, bro, I'm going to be responding to some of you guys in the comments, man, because there's a lot of comments in there. A lot of people on the same shit, Canelo hater this and Canelo hater that. It's crazy when I come on here and all the good things that I say about Canelo as a fighter, I always say that he's a good fighter and this and that. Nobody ever talks about that shit, right? But the moment I keep it real and I talk about how Canelo moves and shit, you guys want to try to call me out on that. But I keep it real on this channel, bro. It's just all facts. Everything that I'm saying is facts. None of this shit is a lie, bro. Canelo hasn't fought Benavidez. You guys call me a hater because I call him out on that shit, but it's the truth, bro. He hasn't fought him. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what can you say? I think y'all got to just stop coming at me with this whole Canelo hater shit, bro. If you're a Canelo ass kisser, don't come at me saying that I'm a Canelo hater, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, but that's it for me. You know, I've been super busy, but I'm still trying to get some of these videos out. But go ahead and leave me a comment, man. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.